It is Monday, 8:30. I'm not going to talk too much about work. Mostly because what's going on there is shitty, but it's also stuff that I technically don't have to deal with. It's not my responsibilities. So, other than that, not a bad day today. Got a little bit of a nap. I woke up deciding a little bit that I wanted to start something that I've been wanting to start with streaming. And that is a 0% to 100% isn't right anymore because this game has consistently gotten final DLC this, final DLC that, and then there's like another one a couple years later. Repentance might finally be the last one, but who the fuck knows? Just because it makes money. But yeah, I want to do a 0% to complete file. Uh, Not exactly the most unique idea. There's a couple other people out there currently watching the Lazy Batman as he works on file number 3 of this shit. So I'm just going to be doing this at a really casual pace, but I am going to operate by a set of rules. In which case, when I get to certain things, I'll touch up on it. But for right now, the thing that I want to say is that I kind of want to clear all the challenges before actually doing regular runs. I'm just one of those people that feels like the more unlocks that you get, even if they're detrimental, like sticky nickels, uh, that the more of a complete experience that you'll actually go out and have. So I'm here in the mod menu. It has been a while since I've really decided to play this game. What's up? Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked for Friday too, just because life's a little, well, I won't call it shitty right now, but right now my days off are all over the place, so it's going to be really nice to get up on the stage. It's a nice escape for me. But what's up with you? While I wait on that. Yeah, I mostly just want to do... I want to do the challenges and get the challenge unlocks. Whatever good or bad that those might be as I get them. So as soon as they unlock, I'm going to be doing that. Right on, right on. Yeah, despite streaming kind of be like a live entertainment thing, I've started it like a couple weeks ago. I just been wanting to do it, and it's kind of a nice, not bad way for me to unwind. So, but yeah, wanting to go down the list of mods I got. There's a few suspicious ones, but I did disable those. And whatever else here I think is going to be mostly fine. We'll find out. But yeah, and then just, I'm going to also show off the current files I have. First file just to show, like, no, I have played this game. I know a little bit about it. I'm not going in this, like, completely blind, but I am starting on a completely fresh file. So, as I stated earlier, I kind of want to do the challenges as we get them. Let's try to do them in order, I guess. And if I fuck up, I guess just move on down. I don't know. Oh, and then it crashed. Okay. I wonder what that was. It's Isaac telling me it does not want me to play the game. Oh. Well, maybe I just go into this without mods, and I do this troubleshooting phase later if I really care about having those aesthetics. Just turn them all off. Keep it simple. I do want to figure out which one of those mods was, Wait a second. It did just disable all the mods. What the fuck am I looking at? Oh, well, I'll just fuck it. Have you ever watched Isaac before, Biff? I'm definitely rusty with these fuckers. Yeah, I played a lot of Flash a while back. And then I did put, like, not insignificant amount of time into this one. Fair enough. Roguelites really aren't for everyone. I feel like the only one of its genre that I would, like, readily recommend to people would be Hades. And the only reason why is because, Hades kind of did something really innovative, I feel. Where, they're not really checking to see if you actually, like, completed your run, that you completed the goal. It's much more that you're making an attempt. And so the game war checks for, like, are you starting a new run? And then you can actually, like, advance things like story. There's a story between, like, all these Greek gods. As you're playing, like, the son of Hades trying to escape Hades. Yeah. Now, I just really like how they took the concept of, like, yeah, it sucks when you have, like, an amazing run, and then, you know, you just lose it all. But it does make it genuinely rewarding just to be playing the game, regardless if you succeed or fail. I put a few bit of time into it, but unfortunately, I did learn a lot how that game works, and I get very, very greedy with my runs. Enough to where most of them look like each other. And, yeah, it gets boring after, like, one run or two. But it's still a lot of fun. I'm gonna leave it there. Because Lord knows I'm gonna eat shit on something. No, there's a lot of roguelikes I actually like playing a lot. One that I got into a little bit ago was Rogue Legacy 2. Nice. What's your specs? I'm not going to forget that internal heart. Do I go into the arcade? Yeah, I knew I had like one empty heart. After this, I may just want a fresh install of Isaac. Because, yeah, I have disabled all my mods. It's still showing up shit. Oh, you got the Y60? Nice. I've been eyeballing that case really, really hard. And I have showed it to Jake for our Media Destroyer build. Yeah, yeah, I don't have a dissimilar rig myself. The only difference is I have a older CPU, an i9, and then I have a 3070. Outside of that, my case actually kind of sucks dick. So did you get that pre-built by anywhere, or did you make that yourself? I ask because I have a story. Okay. Yeah, I got mine pre-built just because I ordered it back in 2020 when graphics cards were still kind of like that hot commodity item, especially with all the crypto mining, right? And it was a pretty smoking deal for 3070, so I got on it. And in retrospect, I now understand why it was a smoking deal, because the case, like, it's not the worst, but it definitely isn't too great. The airflow on it is kind of garbage. In fact, the front panel I currently have completely removed just because, like, there's just this solid panel, and it's where I currently have my radiator mounted. But besides the point, right, what I wanted to share was my computer for a long time was crashing, and was very inconsistent with telling me if it was an overheating thing or what, and my dumbass just didn't think too much about it. And so I inspected literally everything, and even when it stared me right in the fucking face, I did not notice that the thermal paste wasn't properly applied. And so a lot of my crashes and stuff could be just attributed to just general overheating. And it's something I should have noticed when I first inspected the CPU, thinking that something had happened to it. And as I was looking over all the parts, initially thinking like it might be my power supply. Yeah, like you get these people to build these things, and you want to assume that they're a little bit more thorough than that, but nope. And you know what it actually was? It wasn't that the thermal paste wasn't properly applied. It was more, like I have a mini ITX. It's a mid-tower. Space is tight. It's a commodity. What the fuck am I talking about? You just said you had a Y60. That's a mid-tower. Even if it has a little bit more space, it kind of still... Anyway, so my motherboard, one of the I think it was the DRAM transistor, some part of it was preventing the frame that is supposed to secure the cooler onto the CPU, was clipping onto it, and so it was not making full contact with the CPU. Which, for the record, too, right? I mentioned earlier I should have noticed that, but no, I also reapplied the thermal paste, as you do whenever you, like, you know, check that kind of stuff. And, you know, I just thought it was all hunky-dory. I didn't think anything of it. So, yeah, my dumbass was just like, ah. And after that, I initially had a 120 millimeter radiator for a water cooler, some really basic thing. And not only was it a couple years old when I just replaced it like a little bit ago, but also that's a really fucking small ass radiator for an i9 10th gen. So yeah, I had to Frankenstein it some more, and right now I have the radiator right on the front, a 240, and I'm basically just waiting for the money to go get a Y60. Oh, that was a mistake. I definitely could have used my earlier bombs better. But I'm greedy. If I'm going to go in a fucking cursed room, I'm going to get something out of it. Finally a soul heart. Even though it's a little too late, but it is what it is. I'll debate it. Let's see if the game takes pity on me and gives me a double deal. Hey, what's up, Brendan? What you doing? Taking a break from what, though? Yeah, I did see those notifications. I was like, huh. I wonder how much of a good time he's having with that. You're having a good time with that, Brendan? Okay, good, good, good. No, believe it or not, I have not played Cuphead yet myself, so that might be something I also have to put on my list of things to broadcast mindlessly into the world. Now, right now, I'm up for a different masochist challenge. Yeah, I wish I could do that with this game. I'm going for 100% an Isaac. And I'm doing it arguably the shittiest way possible. Because not all unlocks in Isaac are helpful. Yeah, what you been up to? Yeah. Funny how we always do that throughout the course of our lives. Are you going to be staying at the same place, or are you looking at like a house? Gotcha. Right. And it would be a lot more money to break the lease than it would anything else. I'm just waiting to, again, see if anything turns up in my life. That's pretty rough. Are you handling that okay? Kind of just eager to move on, in a way. Man, the game suddenly decided to be fucking nice to me. So it's a pretty mutual thing for you. Well, yeah, at least it's amicable. Don't have kids to get tangled up with all of it. Not the worst thing that could happen. Work doing anything for you right now either? They getting you set up? Or are they cucking you? Yeah, I'm kind of getting cucked by my work right now, so it's like, eh. But at least I'm getting a full 40 hours. Now, when you say new associates, are you talking new hires or Like, that implies something weird. That should be some pretty fat overtime. Okay, game. Okay, game. Oh, I fucked that up. I've royally fucked that up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm hoping at my work they get me on the night audit here soon. I know I've been talking about that for like a few months, but it sounds like the guy that they've been bouncing between a couple of different places just like put in a month notice or something. So I only gotta be dealing with this arguably pretty poopy schedule for a couple weeks. And it's not like it's the end of the world. I get to refamiliarize myself with the day workings because yeah, I got reminded today how it's like, oh yeah, no, I thought it was these rooms that had problems, and nope. I also at least have like a really easy shift to look forward to tomorrow. There's only going to be like a single group throughout the entire place. All right. You don't suck anything other than that straw, okay? You don't suck anything other than that straw. I don't think I have any of those set up here. Don't ask me why I don't. I've been super lazy. Wait, am I pissing? No. I don't really want it. How do I drop on controller gun? Ah, there we go. I've probably been missing all kinds of tinted rocks. I'm super bad at like spawning those. What the fuck was that knockback? Okay. I get it, Isaac. Sometimes you don't want people to play the game. I don't know how I pulled that off. Don't ask me. Because I should have been hit there. That was really bad placement. Yeah, that was like something about it where I was... It looks really, really nice. But also, more importantly, it kind of ticks off some of the boxes. Like, one of my problems with my current case is that there's no top panel to slot in the radiator. Which was the whole thing that started my journey on, like, hey, I need to fucking replace my case. Finally deal with the devil. After the game decided to just shit a bunch of soul hearts onto me. Yeah, sure. I'm already bitching about knockback. Let's make it worse. Yeah, there's also that one LCD screen kit that they came out for that corner panel. But I'm also like, ooh, if I ever had the money for that, but nah, it's tight. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but yeah, up here in northern Arizona, cost of living, yeah, it's a little fucking high. Gotcha. No, and it got significantly worse with the pandemic. I've been following stories on that. It's actually kind of gross. More specifically, because like there's parts of Phoenix right now that like firefighters and police can't even like afford an apartment to go live in. And I don't know about you, like even if all ACAB, right, and everything else, like your public service people, if they can't fucking afford to live there, there's something really fucking wrong. And then it doesn't even like make up for the caveat of the fact that you live in an oven either. So, yeah, like it used to be like, as I understood it, as I was paying attention to stuff, it was generally cheaper, but you did have some increased costs on like keeping things not hot as balls. But you know, even if you're not even making those savings, like there's no real fucking point. Now, either I skipped a thing on my record player and I completely missed what part on careers and oh wait, no, never mind. There we go. My brain figured it out. Yeah, but yeah, like it's ridiculous. I wish that there was like an amicable solution, but the sad reality is that like Arizona has had a lot of people moving into the state over the course of like the last couple decades, with Phoenix being like the 5th largest metropolis area in all the US. So No, some of it is to be expected. It's just kind of shitty at the same time. It begs the question as to, like, yeah, maybe, you know, the bottom of the barrel, low skill jobs, however you want to call it, shouldn't be living in a penthouse, fine. But likewise, if they can barely afford to keep a roof over their head near their work, what are you actually expecting? Are you expecting people to still show up for that job? To still work that? Or are you just accepting the fact that, like... Anyway, like, there's a lot that could be said on it. But ultimately, it's like, no, something's going to give somewhere. Especially here in Flag. Like, we are becoming a resort town. We've been on that track for, like, about a decade, if not longer. Well, technically longer, but it's been more noticeable the last decade. And, unless something's really done about it, most people who actually live here won't be working here. See, I wish I could even, like, look at those as individual human beings. But the reality of that, too, is, like, a lot of them are investment fucking firms. Usually, like, nowhere within the town. No one that has anything to do with the place. Outside of, like, maybe, you know, the rental manager or whatever the fuck. But no, right now, what's going on here in Flag is, like, all the apartment complexes and shit that are going up. It's purely investors trying to extort students. That's all they're considering. They're not considering anything else. I almost wanted to choose someone out at my work. They came in, they're at the desk, and they're like, yeah, we're considering buying property here as an investment. I'm like, you are exactly what's fucking wrong with this town. Get the fuck out. But I couldn't say that at my work for obvious reasons. And, you know, I also try to recurse myself because capitalism and blah, 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 but I don't know. Like, when it comes to basic things such as shelter, I feel like there's a line to be drawn there. At least a little bit. Or again, like, you play into that capitalist idea, like, you want people to work for you to make you money, but if they can't, if they literally cannot afford to live there, what's your expectation? And unfortunately here, the expectation is, oh, just churn and burn through all the college students. We don't have to care about them. They're here for 2 years at most, maybe a couple months. It doesn't matter. Especially since, like, again, some people, when you bring this topic up to them, they'll get into the idea of, like, oh, so you want them to have, like, these extravagant homes and stuff, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, no. A lot of it's just really basic asks. Like, I don't know. Maybe a studio apartment. And, again, I don't know where the expectation is on it anymore. Like, your entry level's supposed to be the rental market, which is usually like a single studio apartment of some kind. Maybe something else where you have a couple of roommates. Maybe. But right now, like, generally speaking, almost everywhere, it's like, if you expect to get by, you need to get a 2-bedroom or whatever, because the single studios are, like, ridiculous in terms of, like, price. Well, apparently a secret room ain't there. I have an excess amount of bombs. That's definitely not there. It's gotta be over here. Can't be anywhere else. Yeah, there's also a whole topic too about how, you know, wages haven't kept up with the cost of living, and people also typically get caught up in like, well, well, it's all gone up without the minimum wage increasing, so I don't know what you guys think is. Yeah, that sounds about right for what's going on. When I initially moved out from my mom's place, you could still get a single room. Not even like an apartment setting or anything like that. Like, you go into someone's house and you fucking rent a room. You can maybe get that for 300 to 400 a month. And now rooms here by themselves are typically like 600, 700. And even though our minimum wage has like gone up considerably more than the rest of the state, yeah, that was happening before the minimum wage went up. And there's some other factors unique to here that, you know, different faucets, but still, it's all kinds of ridiculous. And like I said a little bit earlier, right now the focus on building for housing, there's no fucks given about families or people trying to build their lives here. It's all about students. Probably 800 if I had to take a shot in the dark. Yeah, it's probably about 800 now if I had to take a shot in the dark. Yeah, what really sucks here with our limited housing market and the students is that these investors are mostly coming in knowing that anyone that's not a freshman or sophomore literally is being kicked off the campus. They got to figure out something else. There's no dorms available to them. So, yeah, that's also kind of gross, too. Yeah, yeah. Especially, like, here in Flag, because the cost of college is also fucking astronomical. And I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure to talk to Matt and his story, but he came here for the local college, and as he also had to like keep a roof over his head, like he couldn't bounce between the two, and eventually had to drop out. And with the astronomical cost of college, the time that you have to like put in just to make sure that you're passing your classes and all that shit. Yeah, he's one of the guitarists. I differentiate the two because Jake uses the 9 string, Matt's on the 6, and even though typically people would be like rhythm guitar, no, because the two of them will switch off depending on what song it is. So, but yeah, oh, no worries. But yeah, like I actually knew someone that the way that they decided to keep the roof over their head while still going to school is, well, they're already taking out a fuck ton in loans. What's more debt at that point? Like, you're already not on a great track record to pay it all off. That outlook on that's real grim. So what's the difference if you just take out some more loans? So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen to our workforce here, and then something's really going to have to give at that point. Because all the commercial stuff, all the tourist things are going to come to a screeching halt. Hell, we don't even have like enough people at our hospital right now. I can't tell you how many hospital workers come by my work and they do not live locally. And you know, I have no problems with that if they like, you know, legitimately need the people, but the fact that they can't like get anyone here is scary. See, I'm not even indentured, and I'm not able to get ahead at all. I'm basically waiting for a lot of people to die. And I don't like that. I've been trying very desperately the last, like, 6 years to just kind of try to support myself. And it just hasn't come together. Not to tell too much of a sap story. Because long and the short of it, it's not like I haven't been doing anything at all. I was working for a company that I thought I would have like a long-standing career with until this last summer where they laid off a ton of people. I was not part of the layoffs. But when they came back to me, they're like, yeah, we're only going to offer you a max of 20 hours a week. And I was like, I literally cannot afford to work for you. There's some other factors there too, but ultimately it was like just that, where it's like, no, I can't. And then before that, I was trying to get into the Navy. And the only reason why that didn't happen was I do have a police record. And they're not concerned about the police record, like it's been settled in court. But the fact on a police report says I'm suicidal, I had to go disprove that. And in the process of disproving that, my learning disability came up. And no one knows how to handle that shit too well. So they're like, okay, well now you need to go get an evaluation from someone. Okay, where? Yeah, you figure that out. Call around town, and I only find private practitioners that would not take insurance. And a price tag of about like $5,000. Yeah, see, that was the other thing too, right? Like, I didn't even get to MEPS. I didn't even get close to that step. And the fact that I already had something that was potentially like outright disqualifying, and I had to put like a significant amount of money to continue. I was like, no, this is not a passion of mine. This isn't like a personal call. I'm literally getting into this because I don't know what else to do with my life right now. So don't mind signing up to have someone basically tell me what the fuck to do and make a lot of money. Maybe, I don't know. That's shitty. But I guess a not bad consolation prize for the few people that, you know, it was like a personal call. So that's something, I guess. But still, that's shitty. I'm sure you're over it, though. I'm over it. It kind of gave me some peace of mind to go, like, yeah, maybe in a draft they would send me off, but barring that, I'm probably relatively fine if I don't want to go out. Mad respect to the people that do. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. And the sad thing is, like, I don't know in your case if this was it, but it could just have been, like, the recruiter didn't know what the fuck to do. And it's nothing against recruiters, it's just they literally don't really equip them all that well for waivers and exceptions. And instead the goal is to, like, get as many people to sign up as fast as possible. And that makes a lot of sense. But if there is someone with, like, some sort of exception that they have to make, then suddenly it's like, And I get it. It's shitty, but I get it. Especially since, like, in terms of my learning disability, I did have that diagnosis since I was, like, 7 years old. I have grown up with the label. I'm very well aware of the gravity that can have in certain situations. Especially since, like, in middle school, was probably the worst. Like, I like to sing a lot of praises for public education, but middle school was a particular window where it was just like, no, these weren't people with my best interests. Or if they did, they were kind of going with, like, the default of, oh, this kid's having experiences or having difficulties. Let's just pull them the fuck up. Yeah, exactly. Like, the second that it's not like a streamlined process, you sign on the dotted line and you're done. Like, yeah. And again, I don't even want to throw out the idea of them being lazy. It's just, I'm willing to give benefit of the doubt with a few of them at least, of being like, yeah, no, this is lengthy. This is not what you're set up for, and your goal is basically to speedrun this shit. But yeah, I remember in middle school, like, the way my classes were, we had 7-period days with, like, 7 different subjects. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't expect that out of a bunch of, like, 13, 14-year-olds. But apparently the normal expectation was for you to be able to go through those classes just fine. And I only, like, in passing was just like, yeah, I have difficulties paying attention to this shit. I feel like once I'm sit down and able to really focus in on the subject, I'm having to go to something else. And then they're like, oh, you want some medication for that? And I'm just like, no, that's not my problem. I don't have any bombs left. What am I doing? This room again. The one that I fucked myself on. Oh, I've been holding on to this Justice card very mindlessly. I'm just gonna safety flush. Courtesy flush, if you will. Well, okay. I'm fine with that. That wasn't a bad trade. 2 keys for 2 keys and a soul heart? And luck, I guess. Admittingly, I've not played much of Repentance itself, where they did massively buff luck and what it's supposed to do. Where before, like, increases of luck were very kind of negligible. Is it here? Now I should not be blindly guessing where the secret room is, but I like doing that, so. Okay then. No, I'm not gonna fuck with that. It's here. Okay. No. Flush is actually way too good for this challenge. Also, I will say they made this challenge easier in Repentance by including the Scatman transformation, so I'm fine with that. Otherwise, before this, I vaguely recall this this challenge was kind of ass, pun intended. Ooh. Why am I so bad at that? My excuse is I have not played this in a long time. I'm just going to Mom. That should be really easy. I'll leave that there. Keymaster, you guys suck. I never like you. Oh, fuck me. Okay. I'm not even gonna bother blowing that up. Well, it will protect my double chance. Ooh. 4 reroll. Do I need to do it? No. Am I going to do it? Yes. Oh, hey, there's a shop. I probably should have saved that. Oh well. Sometimes I'm the guy who just presses buttons. I'm definitely losing that deal. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Hey. Hmm. They turned into two. Nope. Oh, okay. Here. Nope. Okay. Why did I flush there? I just don't like this room. Especially since I clearly have been dodging bullets like shit. And that. Okay. Well, long live the dream. There's a few different rooms. And that one's nearby. Yep. That would have been a little overwhelming. Do find it kind of cool. I came across this very rare room during like my second challenge run on a file. That's neat. Nah, I'm just gonna stick with flesh. Oh. Yeah, I'll take it. Game felt sorry for me. Well. I think I can kill these things with Little Horn. But the game heard me, so therefore it's not going to proc Little Horn. Can I bomb my way into the boss room? No. No, that's a trick question. Okay. I'm gonna leave that there because I don't think I have anything unlocked that will give me a reroll. But on the off chance that I get something that will let me reroll. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Yeah. That's a pretty good rune. I can't wait to unlock ones that are shit. Oh, this one. Alright. Let's do this. Really? Okay. Maybe I'll get flight somewhere. Doubt it. Oh, I am. Okay. Yeah, at least on the bright side with a crazy work schedule right now. Tomorrow will... I think I might already said this to you, actually. Yeah, tomorrow will be one of the easiest fucking days. I'm literally just going to be there in case something, like, blows up or something. Answering questions about the Wi-Fi. That will pretty much be my job for that night. Yeah, it's honestly one of the reasons why I prefer evening shifts. Because, I don't know, morning shift tends to have the most going on. Plus, if something did go wrong the previous night, someone's going to come in and bitch about it. And so then you have to, like, actively, like, deal with that situation. Or if you're in the evenings, you're just a cheerful person that people are relieved to fucking see at the end of their long day. Which is a night and day difference with that. See, I can do the morning person routine. But admittingly, that was like my last couple jobs. So to be in a job position where I don't have to be that anymore is kind of a nice, refreshing thing. How long will that last? I don't know. So far, it's been alright. I haven't completely hated life yet for being a night walker. I don't know. A lot of morning shifts tend to be a lot of the same shit at the different jobs that I've had. A lot of opening things, a lot of just cleaning shit up. And it gets boring after a while. Yeah, I'll see you Friday, mate. And I'm looking forward to that show. I'm looking forward to who's going to show up to that because, no, Orpheum gave us some shout-outs. And that was very nice. I appreciated that a lot. Yeah, I'll see you there, mate. I mean, there's no treasure rooms in this run. I'm determined to take in the challenge for all that it is. I'm gonna use the sacrifice room I got. Diddly shit to use that. Oh! That was my miscalculation. Worked out just fine, though. Yeah, sure. Yeah! I will not take the guppy tail. Probably shouldn't have picked up those soul hearts, but it's... Like, as much as people don't like soy milk, this is not the most challenging challenge run in the game. Oh, do I want to go into the curse room? Yeah, fuck it. In fact, I may play the sacrifice room a little. Yeah. Okay. And I'll just rock with that. Give me Sucred Heart. Oh, I might eat some dick on this. Yeah, okay, well. Pity me? No, okay. And here I was just like, man, the game's poor life decisions. Oh, a pen. What? Oh, okay. That is terrifying. Oh, okay. 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 A most interesting room. No, I'm not gonna go back for those hearts. Not on this challenge run anyway. Oh, okay. Here. Yeah, let's go. Right? Yo! Wait, what? How the fuck did I drop that? Oh, Gimpy. Right, I have Gimpy. Which is also why random enemies have also been dropping hearts. But yeah. I totally paid attention. Gimpy paid out twice in a row. Okay. Oh no, that one's poops. Because whoever tries to fucking min-max those pills. Nope. Okay. The fuck hit me there? Oh, whatever. These are all pretty good. Fuck it. I knew it. I knew there'd be a health up pill in there. Don't ask me how I knew this. Now the nice thing about Little Brimstone is that his damage does not scale with mine. Therefore, my abysmal soy milk damage is actually pretty well augmented by him. Except when that shit happens, but okay. Why am I even doing further exploring the rest of this floor? There's nothing else here. Hey, a rune shard. Nice. The full effects of the thing that I'm supposed to unlock. Wait, no it's not. Never mind. I'm huffing something. Which means I can... No. No. They fixed that apparently. Can I hit them from here? No, but Brimmy can. Alright, if I go back through... Can I bomb? Okay. I was going to say, what floor am I on? But then there's an arcade. Arcades only spawn on even numbered floors. Hey, that's pretty whatever at this point in the game, but I'll take it. Don't ask me why I just stood there. I panicked and pressed totally the wrong button for a bomb, but oh well. What the fuck hit me? Hey, I could do boss rush. Just take a peek in here. Ooh, a lot of this is really good, but no, I'm just gonna take the win. Pt1, which got a massive fucking buff. this DLC. Oh. Life gives you lemons. You know what? I actually think that's enough Isaac for tonight. I already done like hour and a half, and I don't know. During these early stages, it can be a little whatever, especially if your runs aren't super exciting. So I'm just gonna call it there. Might start another stream here in a second, but I'm just gonna go ahead and stop for right now. So y'all stay safe out there.